It's 1-1, and there's 6 to 7 minutes added on extra time, and Estevao wins it for Chelsea against Liverpool. His first goal in the Premier League for Chelsea Football Club as an 18-year-old doing that Brazilian magic. Just how do you do it? How do you do it? Nah, for real. Listen, shout out to all the subscribers, all the returning subscribers. Shout out to every single Chelsea fan. Get me. If you're a Chelsea fan, you know what to do. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and the bell notification. And then I also need you to make sure you turn on the bell notifications because more content like this will be coming. So when I do upload or go live and do whatever, you'll be notified. You can watch there and then, even if it is a scheduled thing. Yeah, you will know. But as you can see, Chelsea jersey, you know what I'm saying? Chelsea jacket. Obviously, it's an old school one. Still, I say old school, but you know what I'm saying. This is from a different era. Both of these still from different eras when you think about it. But this is on the still. I think this one's still from the blue coat era, but obviously Abramovich era. But anyway, look, we ain't come here for all that. You wanna, you hear me? We're gonna go through what happened. You get me? With Chelsea versus Liverpool. I mean, those games, yeah, they are always like they are those type of games that if you're a football fan, like as a neutral, if you're a neutral and you don't support either Liverpool or Chelsea, as a neutral, you like and enjoy those type of games. If you're either a Chelsea fan or a Liverpool fan, oh, you will be biting your nails. Do you know what I mean? Each and every single time. Like those games are like, I don't know how to explain it. It doesn't matter what era, it doesn't matter what players, these things always tend to happen. Do you know what I mean? At least this time it worked in our favor at home and we beat Liverpool 2-1. Do you know what I mean? The screamer from Moises Caicedo, are we going to get into that? Estevão winning in the scoring the winner in the last minute. Oh, we're going to get into that. Get me? Gakpo's goal, the lead up to that goal. I ain't going to lie. Do you know what I'm saying? That flick from Isaac. Do you know what I mean? But I didn't panic. I didn't panic whatsoever. Get me? But anyway, let's keep it moving. We're going to go to the match report on Chelsea website. Then we're going to look at Blue Lions TV. Then obviously George Benson, Chelsea, Football Chelsea. Then we're looking to, obviously Chelsea Fan TV. That's how we're going to do it. All right. And obviously in between then, I will give my full proper reaction and my thoughts. Yeah. But let's keep it moving. All right. See, look how happy Estevão wins as reflects on his a statement win and a big step forward. Do you know what I mean? Caballero, you know what I mean? The light for Estevão Willian and improving individuals. But listen, let's just get into the match report first and foremost. All right, first and foremost. So. Next up we got Nottingham Forest. So that's the Samba FC derby. Samba FC derby. We're no longer Mandem FC. We are Samba Boys FC derby. That's what we are now. All right? Get me? Proven by Willian. Or I say Willian. Estevão Willian. You know what I mean? And obviously, when he scored, we'll get into that. Anyway, let's keep it moving. So as you can see, the results right there. We won 2-1. All right, at Stamford Bridge. It's always good to win at home. Yeah, it's always phenomenal to win at home. I think it's just as important to win at home. Well, it's important to win every game if possible. You know what I'm saying? But to win at home against Liverpool, who are technically still, the reigning champs, English champs. You know what I mean? The world champs beat the English champs. How about that? Yeah, how's that for headlines? But yeah, man, let's just get into it real quick. All right, so as you can see, the goal scorers here is Caicedo, and then Gakpo got the equalizer, and then Estevão got the late dramatic winner. Like, it's just incredible. Man scored on the 90th minute plus injury time, which is basically the 96th minute. like the 96th minute. And you know the sweetener of this is the simple fact that Anthony Taylor was also the referee, and Garnacho, he was fouled. All right, he was pushed. If even John Terrier said it, yeah. If it was the other way round, oh, do you know what? They will get that penalty. But because it's us, we ain't getting that penalty. All right, cool. But I've always said it doesn't matter who's the referee. We know the referees are against us. We just need to play as if no matter if the referees are against us or not, we do everything possible to try and win the game. And that's what Chelsea did in that game. That's what Chelsea did in that game. Like, I'm sincerely proud of the lads. I can't even lie still. You know what I mean? But let's get into the match report real quick. So Estevão Willian's first Chelsea goal will not be forgotten. Oh, it definitely won't be forgotten. 100% won't be forgotten. Nor will Moses Caicedo's strike against Liverpool, and both were crucial to the Blues securing a hard-fought, deserved and late victory over the Reds at Stamford Bridge. And do you know the amazing thing about Moses Caicedo's goal? Like, we can talk about Estevão Willian's goal, obviously, but Caicedo's goal, one, he never scores simple goals. You know what I mean? Man's moving like Ramirez or no. He's Ramirez, but the best person I can actually say is Michael Essien. He's moving like Michael Essien, always scoring screamers. Like, no matter what, always scoring screamers. But the sweetener of this one is the fact that it's because of the transfer news at the big. You know, obviously, Caicedo's been with us for a number of years now, obviously, right? But it was the transfer saga where when he was at Brighton, obviously he was linked to Liverpool as well, but it was mainly linked to Chelsea. Now, here's the thing, and it was just the fact of he decided, despite Brighton accepting the offer from Liverpool, he decided, nah, I want to come to Chelsea. Do you understand? For him to even have that mentality and be like, I want to come to Chelsea, that lets you know how important his mentality is. One, two, it makes you realize, oh, this moment, it makes you realize how important Caicedo is. Because look, as a central defensive midfielder, he's basically the best central midfielder in the world. The central defensive midfielder in the best in the world. We won a Club World Cup. And so, yes, he's world class. He is the best. Like, goals or not, he's literally the best. He's the best. He's the best. I don't want to hear no comparisons towards no other person, unless it's another Chelsea great like Kante or Makelele or Michael Essien. Like, do you know what I mean? John Obi Mikel. Comparing to those, yeah, that's fine. But if you're trying to compare him to Declan Rice or Gravenberg, and do you know what I mean? Like, I understand it, because obviously that's his generation of now, where you're comparing to now. It's like when people compare like Lampard to Paul Scholes and Steven Gerrard. Like, what are we doing here? Frank Lampard is miles better. Miles better. You got to tell me any different. Let's keep it moving. But yeah, man, it was that's what sweetened it. It's the fact of he scored against Liverpool. He scored the opener at Stamford Bridge at home and said, this is my home. We are going to win this match. And I'm going to do everything to make sure I can nullify your play to do. And do you know what I mean? He patterned up the midfield. He pattered and he controlled the midfield. He was man of the match. Like, he won man of the match. Rightfully so. But let's keep it moving, because there's more to it. All right. So and this is the other thing. Look, without 8 players due to injury and suspension, The Blues opened the scoring early in the first half through an outstanding Caicedo strike. The midfielder was given time and space, and in the 14th minute, to measure a shot and promptly rifled it home from 20 yards. The admin here, or the writing staff, they're being modest. Yeah, they're being modest. Like, how the goal came about is Caicedo doing Caicedo stuff. He took the ball, positioned himself to a point where he was able to line up a shot. The position he took the ball, yeah, from a Liverpool player and was able to put himself in position to line up a shot, cold. Too cold. Like, too cold. You know what I mean? All right, so, and it's from 20 yards out as well, so that's another thing. Liverpool responded in the second period and leveled through Cody Gakpo's, but despite having changed, I didn't even read who was in the starting lineup, but we can get through that. That's fine. Liverpool responded in the second period and leveled through Cody Gakpo, but despite having a change, both our centre-backs, it was Enzo Maresca's side who pushed the hardest for the winner. I'll be honest, yeah, watching it, it's like they both were trying. It could have even ended a draw, or it could have been Liverpool could have grabbed the late one, or it was going to be us grabbing the late one. It was that close. Like, honestly speaking, it was that close. All right. So it arrived in the 6th minute of an additional time as Marc Cucurella slid the ball across the Liverpool 6-yard box, and there was Estevão at the back post to guide the ball home and spark wild scenes of jubilation across Stamford Bridge. It was a moment that will live long in the memory. Do you not understand? Like, okay, yes, it's just a football game in terms of the season's still long, yeah, but it's the timing of it. You gotta understand. Previously in the Premier League, prior to this game in the Premier League, we lost to Brighton, and then prior to that in the Premier League, we lost to Manchester United. So we needed 3 points. Do you know what I mean? It's not even like we needed a point. No, we needed 3 vital points. If we're going to win the league, we're going to have to accumulate as much points as it's mathematically possible to do so to be able to win the league. I don't care what position we are in right now after this game, or even before the game, but after this game, I don't care what position we are in. What I care about most is seeing the lads doing everything possible to try and win the game. They wasn't settling for a draw. And the manager, full credit to Enzo Maresca, yeah, full credit, because to be able to say, you know what, I'm going to bring on Gittins, because when he was bringing on Gittins, and the commentators are mentioning, I'm like, is that really a wise choice? Because I don't think he's that much in confidence right now. Like, I feel like he's given the ball away, not a lot, but he's been given the ball away, and I don't think that's someone who's kind of needed in this type of game. But lo and behold, I was wrong. He brought on Gittin, because I even said, yeah, bring on Estevão. It's 1-1. Now is the time for Estevão Willian to come on, yeah, to grab the winner. I don't know why I felt that, but I just felt it's the right thing to do. Obviously, I'm not the manager. You know what I'm saying? Enzo Maresca is. So whatever decision he decides to make is whatever he makes. All right. And as a supporter, I will have to respect the decision, even if I would disagree with it. But it is what it is. It's just that thing as give and take as part of a supporter of any club. Sometimes your manager does decisions that you think, well, we're there, you know what I'm saying? But then sometimes it's like, it worked. You know what I mean? So in this case, obviously it worked because Gittins had an incredible shot saved. And then straight after that, Estevão Willian had an incredible shot save. Do you know what I mean? From both sides. But so that was interesting to see as well. I can't even lie. It was interesting to see. I think so. Yeah, like knowing it was 1-1. Like think about it. It's easy for Enzo Maresca to be like, you know what, let's just settle for a draw. It was easy for him to do that and bring on. But then it's mad because you're like, around that time, we ain't really got defenders anyway to come on. So it's like there's only one or two options. It's either bring on certain players that are either going to help the game. So it's hard to explain, but it's like he technically had no other option anyway. But it worked in his favor, thankfully. But let's keep it moving anyway. So starting strongly. Maresca made 3 changes to the starting 11. With Josh Achimpong, Reece James, and João Pedro coming into Chelsea side for the suspended Trevor Chalobah, Bowanate, and Tyreek George. All right, so there was a big game atmosphere inside Stamford Bridge come kickoff, and it helped the Blues settle into the contest. And this is what I was saying last time. I said, we need not... When did I say it? I said, with Stamford Bridge, from the very first moment, I need supporters to just build up that atmosphere prior to kickoff, during kickoff, and after kickoff. Do you understand? We need that atmosphere. We need to make Stamford Bridge a fearful place for support for the opponents and the supporters to come to Stamford Bridge. That atmosphere has to be like eerie to the point where, now I say eerie, but I say it in a good way, innit? Like eerie as in like, you know what I mean? It's an atmosphere where it strikes fear into the opponents, but strikes confidence, like the most confidence in our players. You understand how it goes? That's how it should be. Like that's how it should be. So when you see things like that, it's just amazing to see, especially because it is a big game. No, without a shadow of a doubt. Yes, we're only in October, but it's like it's a massive game. A massive game. So what are we saying? Like Liverpool versus Chelsea will always be a massive game. Even if we play Liverpool in the 3rd round of the Carabao Cup or the 4th round of Carabao Cup, I guarantee you Liverpool versus Chelsea will be a massive game. It just is what it is. I mean, somehow we'll always playing them in the final with the FA Cup or the flipping Carabao Cup. That for some reason that's always happening. But you know, if that does happen the next time it's our turn to win. All right, you know what I mean? Because most times we actually genuinely play well. We genuinely play well. I swear the last few times that we lost out on that trophy because of penalties. Do you see what I'm trying to say? But back to this game. All right. So there was a big game atmosphere inside Stamford Bridge come kickoff, and it helped the Blues settle into the contest. We probed the Liverpool backline during the opening 10 minutes, halted by forays into our final third by Arne Slot's side. It appeared the pattern of the half had been established, but then the opening goal and emphatic fashion after Benwer Badishil slipped a pass into midfield. Muller Gotso laid the ball off to Caicedo 30 yards from goal. And this is another thing. Benwer Badishil needs to get his recognition and respect. Benwer Badishil, I apologize for the disrespect, and I haven't said it out loudly by doing videos here and there in regards to him, but like I wanted him and Disasi out of the club. Now I want him to remain at the club. And if Disasi is to stay at Chelsea, which you never know, then I do think Maresca is best playing him as a centre back rather than a right back or an inverted right back or whatever the case may be. That's just my humble opinion. Because it's not like he's a bad defender. He's genuinely a good defender. It's just when you play him out of position, what do you expect? It's the same thing when he went on loan to Aston Villa. When he was played out of position as a right back, it was horrible. Like, it was horrible. So I don't understand why managers do that. Maybe, like, it's like, for example, you may see them. I don't know. It's hard to explain. It is what it is. But Ben Badashil was a force, and it was good to see the way he was playing as well. It looked like he's got his match fitness back. It looks like he's just ready. He's locked in. He's locked in. Do you know what I mean? Like, because of his physique as well, it makes it. I don't know if it made Robert Sanchez more confident, because sometimes having a tall defender with a big physique, I guess in some cases it can help the goalkeeper. I don't know. I don't know how it works. I don't know what goes on in goalkeepers' brain in it, but I'm just thinking, if I was a goalkeeper, what would give me more confidence is having a back line that actually has the physique and the height to be able to deal with certain pressures of play from the opponents. Because even the way that Ben Badashil was playing, do you know what I mean? Like, it was almost as if he knew how to use his body. Do you understand? He knew how to use his body. So if we are to get new defenders, let's just say in future, if we are to get new defenders, I would like for Chelsea to get players of that similar profile. Plus, he's a good passer of the ball. Like, he was effectively doing, in terms of passing the ball, he was effectively doing what Levi Colwell is, like, superb at. You understand? But anyway, let's keep it moving. The Ecuadorian took a touch out of his feet, then two more, and was given the space to unleash the drive in the top right-hand corner of Georgi Mamadashvili goal. It was unstoppable strike. I swear he took it off a player, or am I bugging? But anyway, the contest was settled back into its previous rhythm, a bet with Liverpool now having more possession. The Reds would advance into Chelsea's half, only to be halted by disciplined Blues defender. The one-time attack ended in a shot at goal. Badashil was on hand to block an attempt from Szoboszlai. What did I tell you about Badashil? What did I say? He had a great game. You know what I mean? If Caicedo wasn't nominated for man of the match and did what he did, I would have given Badashil the man of the match. I personally, you know what I mean? Despite Estevão Willian getting a goal and getting a winner, I still would have given Badashil the man of the match, because it's just the way he was playing. It was just incredible. Like, I'm like, yo, is this the same Badashil that I was berating? Like, come on, like, what am I doing? Like, if he continues this way, my bad, I'm almost forgot. We did have another defender. We did have Yaro Hato on the bench, and we had someone else. But yeah, Yaro Hato was on the bench because he also came on, and he did well as well. So our attacks were largely measured with the ball work patiently into Liverpool's defensive third, yet they were often repelled at that point. So searching for more. We did come close to the second shortly before the interval, though, as a short corner was worked as Alejandro Garnacho on the edge of the penalty area. The Argentine shot curled inward, but not enough to take it inside the post. Oh, he's bound to score. The way he's playing, he's bound to score. He's bound to score. For my next attack, Garnacho went down in the penalty area under pressure from Szoboszlai, which was actually not just under pressure, he literally pushed him. Yeah, VR did the incident, but deemed the contact inefficient for the referee, Anthony Taylor, to review at the pitch side monitor. Let's admit, in respect to a VAR, We know what time it is when it comes to VR, when it comes to us. We know what time it is. All right. So the final chance of the half was fashioned by Liverpool as a cross to the back post, which met by Alexander Isak, yet his header comfortably cleared Robert Sanchez's crossbar, and it went into the interval with a deserved advantage. A scare. All right, so Liverpool made a change at the break with Flowan Wirtz replacing Bradley, and this is what I knew that was going to happen. I knew Bradley was going to come off because he was on a yellow card, in it, and I was just let me not do that. Anyway, I just knew it was going to be a smart thing for Arne Slot to take him off because he's in yellow card. The way that we're playing with we're pressurizing the defense, and Bradley, you know what I mean? If he wasn't going to be taken off, he was going to get taken off by having a red card. That was the trajectory that it was going towards. I kid you not. Do you understand? So, anyway, the German made an immediate impact as he produced a spinning backheel pass. That, I ain't gonna lie, when I saw that, it's a good thing that never resulted in a goal, because that would have been marked down as one of the goals of the season. If you like, look, I'm a Chelsea fan, yeah, but as a football fan as a whole, like, aside from Caicedo's goal, we know it's going to be marked down as one of the top goals of the season. But it's just the creation, like, it was incredible. I can't lie to you. I cannot lie to you. But I'm grateful it didn't result in a goal for Liverpool. I'm just grateful it didn't. So he passed up the chance. So it was for Mo Salah. However, under pressure from Marc Cucurella, the Egyptian fired wide. Sanchez was probably worked for the first time soon after Ryan Gravenberch fired a shot from distance at Chelsea. You're trying to copy Caicedo, aren't you? Isn't it? You're trying to copy Caicedo. You know what I'm saying? Like, let me copy Caicedo's homework. You know where you're trying to look at? All right, let me copy his homework. Like, get out of here, man. Everybody trying to copy Caicedo's homework. Anyway. So, where was I? So Ryan Gravenberch fired a shot from distance from Chelsea, at the Chelsea goal that needed saving by the Spaniard. Salah then fired over from distance over a counter attack by the visitors. Our first change of the evening was enforced one after Salah's opportunity. Badiashile required treatment and was unable to continue. He was replaced by Romeo Lavia, and James dropped it into centre back. And this is what's so interesting. Romeo Lavia came back in time to play Liverpool. The last time he played Liverpool prior to this, Romeo Lavia was playing in that game, and we won that game. It's like, how does Romeo Lavia basically say, you know what, let me get myself match fit ready for the game against Liverpool? You understand? Like, how? But I need him to be fit and available for the rest of the season, all right? Do you know what I mean? He's a quality baller as well. Do you know what I mean? So let's hope he can stay. You know what I mean? Like, let's hope. You know what I mean? We fashioned two opportunities immediately after alteration. Garnacho first rolled an inviting pass across the box that João Pedro couldn't quite reach before Pedro Neto saw a header at the back post deflected wide by Andrew Robinson. All right, so we were playing well, but unfortunately, Liverpool leveled just after the hour mark as a cross into our box was brought down by Isak and fell perfectly for Gakpo to the power shot beyond Sanchez. I mean, it technically was a close shot range, it is what it is. And also, that backheel situation, not backheel, but I don't even know how to explain it. That flick from Isak, it was cold. I can't lie, it was cold. But it is what it is, all right? At least At least it wasn't Isaac that scored, because that brother's always scoring against us, barring today. You know what I mean? And in the Liverpool shirt, he shall never score against us. Just like how Messi never scored against Chelsea when Cech was the goalkeeper. You hear me? You know them ways there. You hear me? Nah, for real though. It's amazing how, if you look at the statistics, right? And I'm gonna get into the stats afterwards, and let you know what my prediction was, because that's what I should have said at the beginning and let you know my prediction. Like, it's amazing how despite the chances Liverpool had, it's amazing that we managed to still find a way to win. Because I remember at the start of the season, people were scared of Liverpool, even knowing that Isaac was coming to Liverpool. People were scared. They were like, you might as well give the Premier League title to Liverpool. Do you know what I mean? But football don't work like that. Football does not work like that. What? Just because you think you signed the best striker in the world, do you know what I mean? Or you're striking the Premier League, you think it's ideal that that's what's going to happen. Football don't work like that. It just doesn't. It just doesn't work like that. Just because of a certain key individual, a certain player. Do you know what I mean? It is what it is. And that's not to say that, because it can go one or two ways. Yeah, it could happen. Yeah, it could not happen. It is what it is. Do you know what I mean? Who would have thought that one time when Leicester won the Premier League that they would have won it? Who would have thought? I think Blackburn also won the Premier League at one point. Do you see the point I'm trying to make? And anyway, let's just keep it moving. All right, so another alteration. The equalizer was compounded by another change in defence soon after, with Achimpong forced off with an issue. Yaro Hatta was introduced in place of our academy graduate. And I think that's largely down to the fact that Achimpong hasn't been playing often. He just got cramped. He genuinely just got cramped. Badashiel, I'm not sure what that is. But I do hope he's fine. But we will find out another time. Anyway, so with changes having been made to both back fours, there was a sense that another goal was coming. It just wasn't clear at what end. That statement there is the best statement you could give, because the reality is the way that both teams were playing, us and Liverpool, it was end to end. It was end to end. And it's like, okay. But watching, I was like, am I nervous? No. Am I scared? No. Am I confident? Yes and no. I'm not confident the way where I'll be like, yeah, we're gonna win anyway. No, I'm just confident in the sense of, you know what? Whatever it's gonna be is whatever it's gonna be. All I can see is I can see that the lads have tried and that they are literally trying. Like, it's different if they're not trying, you know what I mean? Then it's worries. It's like it's worrying. But if they are trying, and then something comes of that, then it's a different story. And thankfully, they were able to showcase that with them trying, it worked out. It worked in our favor. That's not to say that Liverpool didn't try, because they did try. It just didn't work in their favor. That's football for you. That's generally football for you, because some may say, "Oh, Liverpool now in a crisis because they lost 3 games on the bounce or whatever the case may be." Not necessarily. Do you know what I mean? Like, not necessarily. Like, what? Just because you lose 3 games on the bounce doesn't mean that that club is on a downward trajectory. You know what I mean? I'm not saying, like, and if you're a Liverpool fan, let's be honest, you have a great flipping squad. Like, what are we talking about? Like, do you see what I'm saying? Like, I'm not even a Liverpool fan. You can see I'm clearly a Chelsea fan, but I can understand, even when Chelsea had that little patch, do you know what I mean? Like, I wasn't worried. I genuinely wasn't worried. I'm like, yeah, well, we're Chelsea Football Club. We doing? Do you know what I mean? What we did? Like, in the words of another Chelsea football fan, aka Clue, What are we doing here? You know what I mean? But let's keep it moving. Maresca used his final substitution slot to make a triple change and freshen up his front line with Jamie Gittins, Estevão Willian, and Mark Gu, replacing Garnacho, Pedro Neto, and João Pedro. 15 minutes remain. So every person that was like, "Oh, Mark Gu just came back for nothing. Why did we recall him?" Well, are you happy now? Mark Gu came on. He played. You know what I mean? And to Enzo Maresca's credit, by bringing him on, I feel like it was the perfect game for Mark Gu to come back to play. You know why? Because it showcases to Enzo Maresca, okay, what can you do in a big game? Like, what can you do in a big game like this? Can you help us win this game? What can you do? And lo and behold, it was because of his positioning and his pressuring that led us to push for a winner. Because watch this. From our next attack, Enzo Fernandez flashed a pass across goal that needed to be turned behind, but it was another indication of our intent, pushing for a winner. In the final 10 minutes, we forced Mamardashvili into 2 excellent saves. Remember I was saying earlier, one from Gittins and then one from Estevão. You know what I mean? Like seeing that, I was like, yo, so where are they getting the haters now? Obviously, they probably want to see him have an assist and have a goal. Cool. Fair enough. That's understandable. But listen, these wingers are young. Do you know what I mean? In fact, the majority of our squad is young. So we just happen to, for some reason, in moments we start doing business. You know what I mean? And it seemed like we're supposed to be as super consistent. You know what I mean? Not to say that we ain't going to be consistent from here and forth, because you just never know. But anyway, let's keep it moving. So the first came after James played an outstanding flat 50-yard pass to Gittins, who advanced and forced the Liverpool stopper to push a shot wide. All right. Estevão collected the rebound from the touchline, brought the ball into the box, and guided a shot towards a far corner. Mamardashvili dived full length, and it was diverted the ball well behind. Now, if you're watching, make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, turn on the bell notification, because more content like this is coming. So whenever I upload or go live, irrespective if I schedule it, you won't be notified there and then, and you can watch there and then. All right. So Caicedo was the next to come close with another rasping drive from distance that I can't even say his name, no disrespect, but Liverpool's goalkeeper nudged over the crossbar. Fernandez then forced the Liverpool goalkeeper into a save with a header from the resulting corner. Momentum was building. Now, let me tell you something about what I feel I've seen Chelsea do in the past few games. I feel like they've learned a lesson. And that lesson, especially Maresca, I feel like he's learned a lesson where instead of us inviting that pressure, we are giving the pressure. And that's where the goal is going to come from. Because we did that against Benfica. Do you understand? But anyway, at the other end, Szoboszlai rolled a shot wide after the Liverpool counter-attack. 7 minutes were added. 7 minutes were added. Would there be a win? Of course there was going to be a win. The next opportunity fashioned in the stoppage time was by the Blues, and we came inches away, and an excellent cross to the back post from Estevão found Fernandez, who arched his back paws to guide the header towards goal. The Liverpool goalkeeper was beaten. He had no time to react, given Fernandez proximity to goal, but the ball struck the post and bounced wide. Time remained through though. All right, so, and in the 6th of the 7th added minutes, we scored the winner. It was a well-constructed as Fernandez slipped the pass behind Liverpool defence for Cucurella, who whipped the ball across the 6-yard box, and there at the back post was Estevão. Get me? Not even Estevão. Estevão Willian, the magician, the Brazilian magician. Get me, the 18-year-old Brazilian magician. Like, when he scored that goal, the jubilations to the point where Enzo Maresca did the Jose Mourinho similar jacket as all and all, you know. So the celebrations, you know what I'm saying? And listen, he got sent off. Well, he got another yellow card basically. So it's amazing. It's amazing to see things of that nature, because it's his first goal at Stamford Bridge in the Premier League against quote unquote a big club like Liverpool. It doesn't get any better than that. I'm telling you, it doesn't get better than that, because not only is there's levels to it. Yeah, we needed a win. One thing, we also needed a moment of magic in this game to win the game, but we also needed to make sure we could build up our confidence for the season going forward. And do you know what I mean? There's so many levels to it. Anyway, so where we are. So the Brazilian had to stretch, but was able to get the clean connection on the ball with his right boot and guide it beyond Liverpool's goalkeeper. Stamford Bridge erupted. Players raced to the Brazilian in celebration. Maresca sprinted down the touchline to join them. Victory belonged to the Blues, and what a way to do it. So what this means, the Blues will take all 3 points away from our first meeting with the Premier League champions this season and move up to 6th in the Premier League table. Like I said, I don't care where we are right now. I just care where we are at the end of the season. And that should be number 1. Yeah. All right, so what comes next? The international break follows by a trip to Nottingham Forest, which is the Samba Boys FC derby. But just to round it up, in regards to who was in attendance, so there was in attendance, who was in the first 11 for both teams. For us, Chelsea Football Club, Sanchez, Gotso, Alchimpong, Hallow came on in the 67 minutes. Badishil, Lavia came on in the 55th minute. Cucurella, James, Caicedo, Neto, Estevão Willian came in the 75th minute. Fernandez, Garnacho, Gittins came on the 75th minute. João Pedro, Margu came on in the 75th minute. And yeah, that brother's always looking different. I just meant to mention that. Gu is always looking different. Every time I see this brother, it's like, yeah, man's got a beard and all sorts now. What's going on? Anyway, our substitutes were Jorgensen, Selena, Eminado. Yes, Eminado, not Michael Eminado, but his son, Landon. Eminado was in the substitutes bench, and then Bowen Note was also on the bench. And you already know the goal scorers, Caicedo and Estevão. For Liverpool, we don't even need to know who Liverpool is. I ain't gonna lie to you. You know what I mean? We don't need that. Get me? You're a Chelsea fan. Do we need to know that information? No, because already we won the game. But yeah, let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section below. Make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. But yeah, I'm gonna let you know what you see all of this, yeah? The stats. Like 53, 4. Let me know. I'm gonna show you what my predictions were. Let me show you my predictions real quick. Make sure you hit the like button, to subscribe button, all that. I'm gonna show you my predictions. All right, so I scored a total of 50 points on their predictions. So the correct score, the predict score, the score was 2-1. I predicted 2-1. You don't believe me? Look at this. I don't know if you can see that. All right, so well done. You got it exactly right. 25 points. Who's going to score the first for Chelsea? The result was Moises Caicedo. I said João Pedro. Sorry, better luck next time. 0 points. All right, so in which minute would the first Chelsea goal be scored? The result was the 14th minute. I said 61 minutes. Sorry, better luck next time. 0 points. Right. How many shots would Chelsea have overall? Result was 12. Get me? Overall. Do you know what I mean? 12. and then you said 12. See, I ain't playing. You think I'm playing? I ain't playing. All right, so well done. You got exactly right. That's 10 points. How many Chelsea shots will be on target? Result was 6. You said 9. See, look, it's not like I'm making this up to be wrong and be right. You know what I mean? That's just it. That's how it goes. Close. You were 3 shots away, 1 point. What overall possession will Chelsea have? Result 53. You said 51. Again, close. Like very close. I was only off by 2. It says very close. You got some points for that answer, 4 points. Now watch this. How many Chelsea corners will there be? Result 7. You said 7. Do you see that? What we doing here? So well done. You got exactly right. 10 points. You know what I mean? So yeah, man. In fact, what I should do. Okay, I can't even share it properly. Anyway, it doesn't matter. But anyway, let's keep it moving. Let me know what your thoughts are. What did you predict? But what we're going to do now is we're going to react to Gemi. Let's go to Blue Lions TV first. Make sure you subscribe to his content as well. By the way, my name is Versatile, aka the Acapella and Trust the name you can trust when it comes to all things reactions. And right now we're going to react to Blue Lions TV's reaction to the game. But yeah, man.
NatWest is helping young people grow their money confidence.
Less conversation and a little.
Let's go!
I shout out to Nini FC. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe on my channel, on his channel as well. But yeah, let's see what his reaction is saying. So yeah, obviously the headline for his one is fearless Chelsea youth show no respect to champions. No, I think with us being fearless, showed respect. You understand? We play our game, you play your game. Let's go.
Come on, boys! Come on! Come on! Come on, man! Super Chelsea. Super Chelsea FC. We're by far the greatest team the world has ever seen. Oh, my Lord, boys. This game, finally, I'm feeling something. Finally, man. My blood is pumping. This performance today, this energy, this youthful spirit. They weren't here to respect Liverpool at all. They weren't here to respect the champions whatsoever in this game tonight, my friends.
Whoa, slow your horses. You know what I'm saying? We know they're champions, but they didn't. They are English. They're currently English champions. We are currently world champions. So it's world champions versus English champions. So it was only right for the world champs to say, we're world champions. What we say? Do you know what I mean? We're world champions.
This was a superb performance considering everything that's going against us right now. I've never seen a situation like this in nearly 15 years with this defensive crisis we have right now. It's nuts. It's literally adversity after adversity. We have our players, bro. They're not even fully fit. Joao Pedro shouldn't be playing right now. Moises Caicedo, where does he get the energy for these performances? It's absolutely insane what we did today. But boys, we did it. We bagged the 3 points against Liverpool. We got the win at home. It's an unreal feeling right now, man. And I'm just so proud of this young team today for doing what they did. From the first minute to the last minute, bro, there was no respect for Liverpool at all. And the intensity we showed in the final 15 minutes, credit to Enzo Maresca. All you guys crying at the lineup, have some shame here and calm your asses down. Every week you're doing this nonsense. Trust Enzo Maresca in the big games. that moment.
It's not even just trust Enzo Maresca in the big games. Like, if you're genuinely a Chelsea supporter, yeah, you can have your disagreements now and again, but I feel like knowing that, like, obviously it's hard to really say because obviously the past is the past, and we can only go by this season so far. But the reality is, in his first season with us, we won 2 trophies: the Europa Conference League and the big one, the Club World Cup. Do you understand? So it's the case of and he helped us get back into the Champions League. So we have to take things into consideration and be like, you know what? The decisions he makes, sometimes we may agree with them, we may not agree with them. But if this is the lineup, this is the lineup. Do you know what I mean? And not only that, you just got to trust the players. If anything, if you don't trust the manager, trust the players. If you don't trust the players, then I don't know for you. Because at the end of the day, it's the players that also make up the club, no? So, do you know what I'm saying? Let's keep it moving.
For Enzo, he happily got that sending off in the end to celebrate with his team. Beautiful scenes, and hopefully there's many more of these scenes to come for Enzo, because in those moments he could smell and sniff. Listen, that triple sub, Gittins, and Estevão, this is their moment for us. He could smell it. He was finally not thinking like a Takatico, but feeling the energy on the field, feeling what was needed in that moment really hurt Liverpool. And in those 15 minutes, they collapsed. They did nothing. They had no legs left. They couldn't do niche. And Maresca knew this is the moment to seize the game. And look what we saw from them. Gittins, Estevão coming on, instantly taking shots on goal. I was screaming this entire game, bro. I need to see these wingers who are doing good today. Test the keeper. Test the goalkeeper. But Gittins today, fearless, making things happen down the left. And Estevão Willian. This guy, man, this career he's about to have, we're lucky as Chelsea fans that we're going to be seeing this kid for years and years and years. This is the start of his journey at our football club, yeah? But a part of me was feeling with what he was introducing on the field straight away, bro.
No, it's not even just that. You got to think about it, yeah? Just because it's always a feeling of if they score a goal, it's the start of a journey, boom, boom, boom. But even prior to that, do you know what I mean? Because he got an assist against West Ham. You get me, in the game against West Ham, he got an assist. And also, you got to bear in mind, you know what I mean? The way he bodied Calvin Bassey against Fulham. So it's like, and then the way he did well against Benfica as well, to the point where Mourinho gave praise as well. Like, ain't it ironic that the game before we played Mourinho, Jose Mourinho's side, Benfica, at home, and Mourinho praised Estevão Willian, knowing that if Mourinho was manager, we know Estevão Willian he's not starting, let alone playing that many minutes. He's just not. You know what I mean? Let's be honest, he's just not. But so, or maybe he would. It depends, isn't it? It depends. But yeah, it's interesting how Estevão Willian said, "This is Stamford Bridge. This is my home, and I'm happy." We didn't say that in those words, but he's happy in it, and it's good to see. We all happy.
Bro, he makes things happen already. He knows he's the destined one. He plays like he's the chosen one, man. True. It's nuts. Something was telling me this kid was going to do something special. And to get his first goal for Chelsea, the winner against Liverpool, oh, my Lord, I'm so happy for him and his entire family. He deserves it.
His first goal for Chelsea against Liverpool, absolute cinema. Do you know where is there? Absolute cinema.
In all these recent games, he's made things happen.
Facts.
Look at the kid's work rate too. Did you see that tackle he made on Jackpo to kickstart another attack, the tracking back? You know? The crossing as well, bro. He was putting in better balls than Pedro Neto. That cross that he played to Enzo Fernandez, whose header smashed off the crossbar. I mean, the frame of the post. The quality this kid has is unreal, from his dribbling, his exits, his entries, his control, his passing, his understanding on the field. This is a special player. This is a special player. And for him to get that winning goal, finding himself on the far post, unmarked after excellent play from Enzo Fernandez, where at times the final balls was a bit mad, but in terms of everything else,
I dare you to let me build you a completely free e-commerce store preloaded with...
He had a sick game today, Enzo Fernandez.
And
And that pass he played to Cucurella, who has probably the best movement out of anyone in the squad right now. It's just unreal how he knows how to move into spaces and what the team needs at the right time. Grateful that he played the assist across goal to find Estevão, who already knows where he has to be at this stage to affect the game. And that finish was not an easy finish, man. That was not an easy finish from Estevão. He was stretching for that ball then. He had to concentrate on placement. And look how he got that in the back of the net. Bro, like, hopefully this can be a turning point. Now we have international break in this period.
I do believe it will be a turning point. This is why I said, because you got to remember at the back end of last season when we played Liverpool and we beat them as well. I don't think people, when we saw that fixture list and thinking, oh, are we going to even qualify for the Champions League? These are the teams we got to play. I don't think anybody really predicted us to even beat Liverpool. But look, we had LFC on against LFC. You know what I'm saying? If you know, you know. Lavia Fernandez Casado. You know what I'm saying? Against Liverpool Football Club. And ironically, in this game as well, although Lavia came on from the bench, get me? Like, that also helped. But again, I do think you have to look at it from the angle of these are young players. And I said it before, they're very young players. But you also got to look at the angle like, at the end of the day, this international break comes at a perfect timing because the players need rest and they have to assess the rest of the season and know how they're going to go about the season. You know what I'm saying? Because, look, we didn't really have that much preseason, let alone that much holiday. So it's like, all right, cool. So let's see what happens. I think it can only make you feel more confident beating the English champions. You know what I mean? I mean, we're world champions anyway, but let's keep moving. Let's go.
It's like, this is a moment now for some of these guys to hopefully get some fitness back and come back in the game, man.
Back.
You know, we have something here. I feel like if we didn't have these injuries right now, I don't think we would have felt some of this little like adversity already this season. It would be completely different for us. And hopefully now after international break, some things make a little bit more sense. Hopefully some of these players aren't on international duty. They have to stay. They need to rest.
Yeah, I think also
Caicedo.
I think Caicedo's gonna is staying behind as well, which is important because that brother needs rest. Like, I know we may feel like he's made of steel, or you know what I mean, Super Caicedo, or we know we do you know what I mean? But the reality, he still needs to recuperate. He still needs rest. So him not coming on international duty is good. Uncle Thomas Tuchel, I know he likes to play Reece James a lot. So hopefully he doesn't play him as often in the international break. I hope not, you know what I mean? But it is what it is. But yeah, man, it's gonna be interesting what's gonna happen next, man, after the international breaks, because certain key players could be back as well. So get me. You never know. We could have Cole Palmer back in time as well. So yeah, man, let's go.
Selfish now, you international coaches. Our guys need to rest right now before disastrous things happen for us. But I can't help but leave this game with this feeling that, listen, Maresca, you didn't get everything you wanted to try and take your ideas to the next level. As I keep saying, this don't feel like Chelsea 2.0. This feels more like Chelsea 1.5 because there's many more youngers now. I have to kind of get up to speed with things, right? But you're in this position now. You've got to deal with it.
I disagree with that. Being Chelsea 1.5. I disagree with that. No disrespect, Nini. You know what I mean? I disagree with that. Only because, like I said before, irrespective of transfer or not transfer, the players that what's his name? that Maresca wanted or didn't want. But remember, he doesn't have that much. He doesn't have that much say in the first place. That's one thing. Two, I said it before, preseason. Like when we start annihilating teams, like when I say annihilating teams, I guarantee you most Chelsea fans are going to be like, or you know what I mean? It's going to feel like what it's supposed to feel like. Do you understand? But because we're winning in this such manner, or you know what I mean? It's hard to say, but I just feel like the fact that we won in that dramatic fashion, that's only going to help us going forward. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, turn on the notifications. If you want to see more content like this, get me. Let's keep it moving.
And maybe the best way to manage this situation is to embrace what you have, empower what you have, and let the youthfulness kind of rise. Because they show today, you're looking at performances of Achimpong, Jero Hato, Gittins, Garnacho, Estevao. Bro, these were the game changers today. They were making things happen already at this age. I can understand the excitement behind this long-term project. A lot of us thought, though, supplement a little of experience, sprinkle a little bit here and there to help these guys. But as fans, you know, this game is a reminder that what we have has the talent to go all the way.
Facts. We want to
the entire full journey, the entire way. And yeah, I think it's a reminder for all of us that we need to accept and embrace that, from the fan base to Enzo Maresca. But bro, the moments in this game I can go on.
We have got to the point where literally anybody can build a fully working app without knowing how to code. This is Base 44.
Hit the like button, hit the subscribe
Absolutely
button.
love this performance.
For more content like this.
I guess we start things off though, from the beginning, right? Going back to that lineup that was getting a few man confused. Now, you guys, if you saw my preview yesterday, I kind of feel like I kind of got an understanding behind what we would do, but I kind of separated my personal ideas for the game between two different lineups. I feel like if you combine it, I kind of gauge what could be happening. The little surprise, though, was Reece James wasn't playing in midfield. It was Malo Gusto. And, you know, the thing is, Gusto plays at the Mezzala role when he's attacking. But I guess, even though at times, we know the final third play, he's not that guy for it. But when he tracks back, he's a right back, and you need that. And you think to yourself, okay, do you use a midfield player there like Nunes who can attack but can't defend? Or do you use a Gusto who maybe can't attack as well but can defend a lot better? And I think for the balance of this team, Maresca probably did the right thing, because he was constantly just using his pace and carrying abilities to just kind of running behind Liverpool midfield lines. He was constantly opening up space for us to play through them time and time and time again. And I think it led to the moments of the game. Moises Caicedo and that blaster outside the box. My Lord, bro, I'm saying this.
That goal, I'm telling you, a goal like that deserved for us to win the game. And obviously we won the game, but to score in the way that he did was just incredible. It was incredible. Let's go.
Right now, I just keep seeing more and more consistent quality from Moises. I don't normally do this fusion stuff, but he is looking like he could be that fusion of Michael Essien and N'Golo Kante. Kante's defensive IQ and tactical nous and tackling.
So I said it before. If you're going to make comparisons, compare him to Kante and Michael Essien. I said that. I also said Jonathan Mikel as well. You know what I mean? Makelele. So let's go.
Skills mixed with Michael Essien's ability to dictate play and change the game with his long-range shooting. This is like the third, fourth goal outside the box, his third of the season. And whenever you let Moises Caicedo set himself up for a shot, you've basically admitted you're conceding a goal right now. Right. You've admitted you're conceding a goal and you're playing the game at a disadvantage, because I always hoped that he would show that ability to have that Rodri type of skill of changing the game with his long-range shooting. And my Lord, has he already done that in the space of a season? It's not making sense. And how he is playing in his physical condition. The best player on the field today, I'm sure Liverpool having nightmares thinking, why did we not just splash that extra 10, 20 mil to try and get this guy? You know?
Yeah, but even if they tried to, remember how it actually went. He didn't want to come to Liverpool. He didn't want to go to Liverpool. It was Chelsea he wanted to go to. And this is the other thing about transfers. It's like the player will always have the final say.
The best player, the best midfield player in the league. This was the game for him to cement himself as that. Moises Caicedo, at the moment, is the best midfield player in the Premier League. The most complete.
Facts.
The most resistant.
Facts.
The most defensive. The most creative.
Facts.
The most empowering.
Facts.
You know, he gives your team an extra boost of life and an extra boost of quality. I mean, the way he was breaking plays, setting attacks up, even his shooting as well. He had the moment outside the box second half where he forced fingertips of Mamadashvili.
That's how you say.
How he's tracking back as well too. I don't know how the guy's doing that. I really don't know. But I just pray this guy gets the rest that he deserves, man. But how lucky are we to have him? He was definitely worth overpaying what we did to have someone of this quality. Because Moises is top 5. You get top 5, they're worth that money. But I think a lot of credit has to go to Maresca and the approach in this game.
Fact, I agree with that.
One thing we constantly had was how we were isolating Liverpool's fullbacks. It's their weakness right now. Liverpool have all the talent, but they haven't found that balance in terms of their defensive structure. You can run at their defense 1v1 a bit more. You can play through that midfield a bit more. And we were constantly looking to engage long passes to target our wingers in 1v1 situations. And this is where you saw Alejandro Garnacho completely you see this pocket here. I'm Garnacho, and this is where Connor Bradley was, because Connor Bradley could not cope.
Nah, for real. Connor Bradley could not cope. And Arne Slot, like I said before, Arne Slot had to take him off because at some point in the game, had Connor Bradley stayed on, I guarantee you, it wouldn't have been Enzo Maresca got a red card. It would have been Connor Bradley that got the red card. I guarantee it. A second yellow, nah. Oh man, let's keep moving.
Couldn't cope. Garnacho, what an outlet he was today. The strength to hold the ball up when he was under pressure, his ability to come inside. He wasn't wasteful, getting dispossessed on the ball and giving away cheap turnovers. He worked really hard, and he was constantly making things happen. He was unlucky to not even score, as his shot from that set piece clipped the bottom of the post. The second time in the game we did that. And obviously, of course, he had his other moments to shine in this game too. It was a great performance from him, and that tactical game plan worked. Bradley on a yellow card didn't get nothing his way. Forced to foul him time and time again. Promising performance from Garnacho. Promising performance from all our wingers today who changed the game for us and helped us win this game. It was a great performance, but of course, not everything goes our way in games like this. Liverpool, before the first half ended, there was that moment of one of the best pieces of quality in this game, and I'm going to just say it because I'm a football guy too, that Mohamed Salah, Yamal, outside the boot pass to find Isak. Bro, I was getting Modric and Rodrigo vibes, because how do you defend that? I don't know how you defend that, bro. I don't know.
Traditional car finance is rubbish.
Listen,
you can spend hours browsing cars and fall in love with.
I don't know how you defend that. Thank God we got away with it. Thank God we did. But that could have changed the game. Liverpool make changes in the second half. Off comes Bradley, Szoboszlai, Gravenberch going into defense. When I saw that, I was like, they're going for it. And it made this end-to-end game in the second half. Yeah. And it's been a long time since I've seen just this end-to-end fest, but F the tactics. What player is going to decide the moments? What player is going to make this happen for their team? And thank God we had a lot more weapons off the bench to turn this game around. A part of me, though, was thinking, for all the tackles and breakaways we was winning in this game, if we had Cole Palmer just making sense with the final third execution, we could have really just hurt Liverpool even more. Guarantee this could have been a 3-1 win.
I agree
because
with that.
This game just reminds you just how good Cole Palmer is, and we lose just his ability to make sense of everything that happens in that final third. But yeah, one of the unfortunate moments, of course, Badiashile off injured again. And it's funny because when Liverpool equalised, Isak's just, I just think
he was off injured. But I do want to say something. Willy Caballero, our former goalkeeper and now our assistant coach, like he basically said that they took off Badiashile and also Achimpong just as a precautionary. You know what I mean? So let's keep moving.
He's got the one over Reece James because of the height difference. But if Badia was there, Isak isn't getting that touch. He's off balance straight. And this is the little details that can work against you. And yeah, it was just, again, I don't know how you defend that moment. Maybe Reece could have done a bit more. I don't know. But if Badia was there, it would have been different. And what makes things worse for us too is then Achimpong. He played a really good game. His carrying out from the back. Bro, this is what I mean by that youthful spirit, not showing no respect, being fearless, not being afraid of the challenge. In a game of this magnitude with the pressure on us as well, like the character these youths show today, the character, I applaud it. I applaud it highly.
Right.
Little few times here and there, Achimpong maybe got caught on the ball once, positioning, might have lost. It's like, that's normal for a guy his age. But in terms of the potential this guy has, he can go all the way, man. He can really go all the way. I was super impressed with him. Most times he was locking up the record-breaking bye in the Premier League in Isak quite easily. But even he gets injured later on. Then Hato comes on. And then Hato just kind of picks off where Achimpong left. Bro, I thought I was getting nervous for some reason. I don't know why. Projecting nervousness. He just came on, did his thing, showed his class. And you can see that moment. That moment when he beat like 2-3 guys, and then I think he found Gittins on the left hand side. This is what I mean by this is why we bought these guys, because they got the quality, the talent in these moments that you just can't defend against. Unreal from everyone. Even Mark, the pressing, the harrying. Listen, when you're a Chelsea striker in this system, you suffer because you're not going to get many shots a game. But you know, being a striker is more than just touches. It's about what you're doing off the ball for your teammates. And you definitely was up for the challenge and knew what the game was today against Liverpool. In the end, man, you know, the combination of just Maresca's setup, the resilience, the fearlessness from our players, yeah, the lack of respect we showed to Liverpool, the youthful energy and spirit, yeah, and the fans finally getting onto these players and supporting them, uplifting them. This is what youths need. Youngers need to feel this from the fans, man.
Facts.
This created the perfect.
Not only did I say this earlier, I said this in the previous game, and I think I said this before. From at Stamford Bridge, especially, we need to be giving it to the vibes of when our opponents come to Stamford Bridge, they must have fear in their body. They must have fear. They must tremble. Their boots, yeah, they must be trembling in their boots to the point where they're shaking. They're nervous. I don't know if you've seen that video or a clip of Mike Tyson. I forgot what boxer it was he was facing, but he was locking on, but that other person was nervous. You could tell the way he was moving. Do you know what I mean? But Mike Tyson was fearless. This is how we need to be. This is our stadium. So from the moment of kickoff, during kickoff, and after kickoff, the atmosphere must be immense. That's how it should be. If you agree with me, let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button. Turn on the subscribe button. Turn on the bell notification so you're notified of when I upload new content related to football, Chelsea. Get me. Let's keep it moving. Let's go.
Chelsea moment tonight at Stamford Bridge as we just saw our young fearless team beat the champions 2-1 at home and dominate this game.
Because we're world champions.
Dominate this game. So my friends, let me know how the hell you're feeling right now. Share your moments of the game, what you love, and I'll catch you guys later with more videos. Up the Chels, and I'll see you guys soon. And actually, I'm going to be on Sky Sports like in 3 minutes if you guys want to see me there. So yeah, I'll see you guys in a bit. Love. Cool.
Sky Sports, you see what I'm saying?
Give yourself 28 days and be
Give myself 28 days, I might be on Sky Sports. You never know. You never know. No, I'd rather be on Chelsea TV. I'd rather be on Chelsea's website. What we saying? You know what I'm saying? Anyway, let's do what I normally do, and then we're going to read the comments, well, at least 3, and then put my comment. All right, we did it, boys. Romeo Love is actually a very important player for this system. This guy can be so good for us. And that's true. That's true. And that's why I'm praying he stays fit and healthy for the rest of the season, not just waiting for the next Liverpool game. You know what I'm saying? We need him to be fit and available for the rest of the remainder of the season. Get me? And we need Dario Sugo back as well. Don't get that twisted now. You know what I mean? By far one of the best games I've seen all year. Absolute limbs. I've never heard that word before. Absolute limbs. All right, Caicedo only scores screamers. That is facts. Then, do you know what I'm going to say? I'm going to say this. I'm going to say, I said it against Benfica. Estevão is hold on. Estevão. He is that incredible. But the whole squad put in a shift. Well deserved. Well deserved what? 3 points. You know what I'm saying? Well deserved 3 points. But yeah, man, let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section below. And it's interesting as well. Anyway, I'll get to another day. I'll get into the transfer situations another day. So if you want to know more about that, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, turn on the notifications, and we'll get onto that. Next, we're going to react to obviously George Benson. You know how it goes. You know how it goes. Get me? And obviously, we're going to react to 6 things we learned from Chelsea, 2 Liverpool, 1. But before we get into that, I'm going to take a little short break. Yeah, just a short break, because this is the moment for you to make sure you like, leave a comment, and most importantly, share. And the other thing is subscribe and turn on your notification. Now is the time for you to do it. Don't say you never had time to do it, because now is the time. All right. I appreciate you guys waiting. Get me. Now we're just going to get into 6 things we learned from Chelsea 2, Liverpool 1. Shout out to George Benson. Yeah, man. Let's keep it moving. Let's go. Like I said, you can't say you didn't have ample time to like, comment, share, subscribe. Now you hear me. Let's go.
If you live in England and you're between 50 and 80, there's a chance you could get approved.
Yes, guys, welcome back to another video. Welcome to the George Benson football channel for 6 things that we learned from Chelsea 2, Liverpool 1. This is an absolutely massive win for Chelsea to win the game at the very end like that in the 96th minute with Estevão Willian. This has got to be up there as one of the top moments that we have seen, not only this season, but in recent years. Can you remember a goal that meant so much like that after a couple of chances where Gittins had a shot that was saved, Estevão had a shot that was saved? Chelsea today, make no mistake about it, we were the better team from minute number 1 all the way through to the very end. We have seen...
That's facts. That's genuine facts. It's genuine facts.
Iconic moments, iconic goals today from our players. This was absolutely unbelievable. And listen, international breaks, all right, they go one of 2 ways. They go, we've just won, we've beaten the champions, we've inflicted Liverpool's 3rd straight defeat in a row, and you're like, right, this is a Chelsea performance that even with no Cole Palmer, let me remind you, we have got no Cole Palmer, and we are beating the champions, but don't worry, our Brazilian star boy, Estevão, has turned up and he has scored an absolutely banging goal. Oh, boys,
We have to keep on reminding ourselves, we are world champions. They're English champions, current English champions. And by the end of the season, you never know. It could be us that are English champions while also being world champions. Has a nice ring to it. I mean, after all, we are the world champions. But let's keep moving. Let's go.
Absolutely buzzing. And the other ways that an international break can go, you draw a game like this where Chelsea were dominant, Chelsea were the better team. And you're like, we should have won. We could have done this, we could have done that. You lose it and you're like, where are we? We're below Manchester United in the Premier League table. But tonight, we have gone above Manchester United again. We're not going to celebrate that too much. But honestly, we had a red card again. Enzo Maresca got sent off because he's ran down the touchline to celebrate with the subs, with the players, and he's got himself sent off. That is an iconic Chelsea win. That is the biggest win since we won the World Cup. I tell you what, I can't believe it. That is honestly just mind-blowing. I cannot believe we've actually won this game. From minute number 1, Chelsea were up for this. When I looked at the lineup and I saw the positions of certain players at the very start, I'm looking at Reece James and Malo Gusto and Josh Achampong on the pitch. I'm like, finally, we've gone from having no right backs on the field in the right positions to all of a sudden we got all 3 of them out there. Who's playing where?
Hey, nah, for real though. It's for real. But it's a good thing that Reece James could play as a centre back and he could play in midfield. And it's a good thing that Achampong could play as a right back and a centre back. In fact, he could play across the back line. You know what I mean? So that's interesting. Let's go.
You got Malo Gusto playing as like a second forward, almost playing as a number 10. What on earth was that? But it worked. Chelsea were all over Liverpool. Arne Slot today has come to Stamford Bridge and he was not expecting it. And that is why, as much as I will sit here, and I've sat here in this very chair, in this very pub, and I've said, Enzo Maresca, your substitutions are up for questioning. Today, the starting 11 was bold. The starting 11, tactically, was something we've not seen yet. Something we've not seen before. And again, Malo Gusto is that Swiss Army knife player. The man that can come in different positions and do different things. He was...
To be fair, and I will talk about this in when I do my content in regards to the transfers. I need basically turn on your bell notifications, because when you're notified when that content is up, trust me. Because look, the reality is every I kind of want to say what I want to say for that, but put it this way: there's a reason why these owners buy certain players. Do you get it? That's essentially what I'm going to put it down to.
Absolutely excellent. And listen, Chelsea today showed Liverpool what it means to be a team fighting, showed Liverpool what Stamford Bridge is all about. People question our atmosphere. What I could hear through the flipping speaker was a Chelsea that were back in their team. Why? Why was Stamford Bridge back in Chelsea?
Maybe they were listening to my content. Maybe they were listening to me. Because I said it. This is how we need to be. I said it. This is how we need to be. That's probably why. All right? They keep moving.
Today, because we went for it, because we attacked, because we had faith, we had belief that we could be better than the opposition. We didn't try and soak up pressure. We didn't even invite pressure. What Chelsea did tonight was go for it. We created the better chances. Liverpool's goal is a moment of brilliance, individual class from Alexander Isak. It's a lovely touch, and then Cody Gakpo is ghosting in at the back post. Chelsea asleep at the beginning of the second half. Gakpo puts it in the roof of the net. But the response to that was massive. Benoit Badiashile, who had probably the best game he's had in a Chelsea shirt, goes off injured. Where's the centre-backs? Where's the Chelsea defence? Well, guess what? Today...
This was the other thing. When he went off, I was calm. I didn't have a worry. Even though it felt like he had like one of his best games in a Chelsea shirt. I can't even think of another time where he had one of his best games. But yeah.
Every single player showed up man to man and gave absolutely everything. We were immense. We were monstrous out there on the pitch. And listen, I'm going to go on holiday tomorrow. I'm going to go and have a few days sat on the beach, and I'm going to try and tan this skinhead. I got the Alfie Gilchrist cut back, boys. Honestly, everything about this.
Hey, shout out to Alfie Gilchrist. Oh, man. The Alfie Gilchrist.
Absolutely gassed. And after the Brighton result last week, we looked at Benfica. We wondered, can we beat Mourinho? Can we get the better of an old manager? Someone who's going to come and want to prove a point, shove us under the bus.
Before Upland, one of my teachers told me that, you know, maybe you're just a C-grade student. When I got my 2A star.
We did it. And then tonight, we've inflicted Liverpool's third straight defeat in a row. And we had chances to win. We could have scored more. Mamardashvili made some brilliant saves in the Liverpool goal at the very end. Chelsea were absolutely brilliant. And I've got to go into the 6 things we learned boxes. Box number 1, Moises Caicedo. If you've not got his name on the tip of your tongue when you have the conversation about who is the best defensive midfielder in the world, then you probably had more pints than I've had before I made this video. Because
nah, for real, he literally is the best. He's the best. He's the best. He's the best. He's proven it over and over and over and again. Let's go.
Moises Caicedo is without question the best DM in world football. This goal that he scores tonight was absolutely sensational. The finish, the power behind that shot, the ferocity to bury that in the top corner is gargantuan. It is a moment that Chelsea fans will remember this season. This could define our season. These 2 goals, Estevao's first Premier League goal in the 96th minute at home to Liverpool to win. Honestly, we have to start it with Caicedo because everything about his performance today, when you've got literally no centre-backs, all right? You've got nobody there in the middle. He protected everybody. He didn't allow it to get to Badiashile, didn't allow it to get to Achampong. When it did, both Josh and Benoit were fantastic at the back. But Caicedo, my word, honestly, like, I'm getting worked up here. I'm getting seriously worked up for all the right reasons. Box number 2, Badiashile.
Yeah.
I remember he scored a goal against Bournemouth.
His name had to be mentioned. Benoit Badiashile. Nah, he was impressive. Like, he was genuinely impressive. Let's keep it moving.
Bournemouth, right? You remember when everyone started singing about Todd Bowley? He went to France in a Lamborghini, bought us back a centre-back, Benoit Badiashile. That's the best performance we've seen from him. Forget scoring. Centre-backs aren't there to score. Centre-backs are there to put in monstrous performances, to be brick walls in the back line. Honestly, tonight he was magnificent. He goes off injured. Unfortunate. Obviously, we're going to have to deal with the repercussions of this game, whether it's Enzo Maresca's red card at the very end or Badiashile going off and Josh Achampong looking like he was struggling too. Chelsea got no centre-halves, but boys, these are the games where you've just got to look at it and be like, we have won. If you are not yet subscribed to GBFC, what the bloody hell are you doing? And if you want to get any of the Chelsea kits this season, GBFC10 is your discount code. There's also a link in the description. But let's move now into box number 3. Romeo Lavia, when he came on, we're talking about a Liverpool team that have got Ryan Gravenberch in midfield, one of the most in-form midfielders in the world right now. He's been fantastic for Liverpool, but Lavia comes in and he just calmed everything down.
What I would have done for Bance, and it still would have been right to put any regardless. For Bance, I would have started with Lavia, then I would have put Caicedo, then Enzo. No, wait. I would have put Lavia, then Fernandez, then Caicedo. You know what I mean? Just for Bance. You know what I mean? And instead of spelling out their name, you just put LFC. Just for Bance. But anyway, let's keep it moving.
And I feel like what we've been missing in recent matches when it comes to substitutions, I want to see a substitution that comes on and swings the game in Chelsea's favour.
Yeah.
And I feel as though as soon as Liverpool made it...
That's the whole point of a substitution. So, the game against Manchester United, and even the game against Brighton as well, when Enzo Maresca made those substitutions, it didn't affect the game for us to win. And I get it. Against Brighton, I guess in Maresca's head, he was probably thinking, we're going to obviously defend. We're going to have to defend. But not realizing inviting pressure means that the more pressure that we invite, the more chances of it increasing of the opposition scoring. So I don't think he understood that. Maybe he saw what Cesc Fabregas said. You know what I mean? Maybe he saw that and realized, you know what? You know what I mean? But yeah, let's go.
1-1. It could have been so easy based on what we've seen in recent matches for us to make a change and actually invite the pressure. That's what we've been seeing time after time. Chelsea are in, and then all of a sudden, we're inviting everything upon ourselves, right? And I think what we did today was we actually brought subs on that could see the game out in the right way, whilst also bringing players on that could change the game. Estevao comes on, right? There was a moment, if you see it on stream, if you read my lips, I'm not even going to deny it. I was going nuts, but I wanted to keep it internal, right? Didn't want to go out of my way to say it. I'm like, surely, if he's bringing on Gittins and Guiu, it has to be Estevao too, right? And it was, but Lavia, that substitution, this guy, Cole Palmer would put him in his five-a-side team. Everybody says the most underrated player is Romeo Lavia. When he plays, Chelsea are a different breed. And Maresca, credit to him for bringing him on, because as soon as Lavia comes on, the game turns. Chelsea don't look like conceding. Absolutely fantastic. Box number 4, Malo Gusto. I said a lot of bad things in recent weeks about Gusto. Ever since the Club World Cup, I've been asking questions, right? Because I didn't see the same Gusto. But I bring it back. Swiss Army knife. Enzo Maresca really trusts Malo Gusto. And as much as every single time it doesn't pay off, today, tonight, this afternoon, wherever you're watching in the world, the Malo Gusto decision absolutely paid off. He was brilliant. And he's not a flipping number 10. He's not a right-sided forward. Malo Gusto's a right-back, a young right-back who's being asked to do a lot of things. And tonight, he absolutely delivered in every stretch of the imagination. Box number 5, Estevão Willian.
Estevão. Hear me?
Absolutely love this guy. Man, Estevão is the real flipping deal. Start him every single week. Play him every single game. To score a winner against Liverpool in the 96th minute, don't tell me you're watching this video as a Chelsea fan and you are just not like, I can't wait for the end of this international break. I can't wait to see us go to Forest.
Of course I can't wait. It's the Samba FC going derby, innit? Get me? I want to see Estevão Willian play or start. Not into that. I want him to start. I want Santos to start. I want all the Samba boys there to start against Nottingham Forest. You understand? I want that to happen. But listen, we'll see what happens, innit?
Early kickoff on the 18th of October. I cannot wait. And there are certain footballers and certain moments and certain times that get you that excited. This kid has got me excited from the moment I saw him score a goal against us for Palmeiras in the Club World Cup. Now he's a Blue. Now he's a Chelsea player. And I've been excited every time I see him on the pitch. When I see him at West Ham, I'm like, oh, you deserve a goal. When I see him getting assists, I'm like, yes, this is the guy. When I see Palmer taken out of the team, I'm like, this is the guy. He can make something happen. And there is nothing like scoring a winner against Liverpool. To score your first Premier League goal, this kid is it. He is it. He's everything. He's brilliant. I love him. I adore him. Estevão Willian, what a man, what a player, what a goal, what a moment. Chelsea have beaten Liverpool. Box number 6, Enzo Maresca. Very bold today, very bold. And listen, red card, no red card.
I think he's been bold for quite some time. I mean, look at him. Now listen, I'm playing because I've got my hairline intact and I want to remain having my hair, so I try not to make as many bold jokes as possible. But yeah.
Because you're celebrating wins. Get sent off because it means something. Get sent off because you cannot contain your excitement, your happiness, your adulation, your adoration for your team. All of his decisions tonight were brilliant. Everything about it, superb. I am absolutely gassed beyond belief. Come in, boys, quickly. Honestly, what a win. Big Mario, shout out to you.
I have to say, I always believed. There were people in the group saying, oh, we'll be lucky to get a draw. I sent the famous Believe GIF or GIF, whatever you want to call it. And there it was. Stevie Boy comes in, takes all 3 points. Well deserved, I have to say. We silenced them. They're on a bit of a downward trajectory now. So, you know, watch this space. 6th, we're now in UEFA Cup place now, aren't we?
No, we don't talk about that. We're going to win the league, mate. We're going to win the league.
We're going to win the Champions League.
We're coming for it.
Exactly, that's the mentality. Right. We're going to win the league. Every Chelsea, if you're a Chelsea fan winning this, and you genuinely believe we're going to win the league, yeah. And let me just talk about the Premier League because this is about the Premier League in regards to Chelsea versus Liverpool. If you believe we're going to win the league, hit that like button. Excuse me. If you believe we're going to win the Premier League, and I'm talking about this season, 2025 to 2026, if you believe we're going to win the Premier League, hit the subscribe button and turn on the bell notifications. Let's keep it moving. Let's go.
Now we're in UEFA Cup space.
Thank you, Mario, for making all this happen, by the way, I must say. Eunice, come on, give me a line.
I want to win the UEFA Cup. That's all I want to say.
We've won it all.
Eunice talks UEFA Cup. CB, come on, give me a line. Come on.
It's Fabio.
Give me the line like Sean Paul. Let's keep it Frank, no Lampard. The title child is back on. We're back. Our season's been saved. Big up Steve-O. Steve-O.
Boys, I need to let Eunice get on and film his review. He's very kind. He lets me do this because we've got all the graphics and all.
And quick one before we go. Do you know what today was? Today was 3. Do you know what 3 means? 3. What's 3?
3 points.
3 means Liverpool lose 3 in a row.
If you're not subscribed to Shootout, that's the only person in the world that called 3 defeats in a row, right? And it's on Shootout. Link in the description, boys, girls. Ladies, gentlemen, I'm out. We're back. We're going to win the lot, and I'll flipping see you later.
Listen.
Your business is only using 20%.
Let me see what people say in the comments real quick, and then we're going to go on to Chelsea Fan TV, and then we're going to wrap it up. All right, so I put that Badisha and Achapon combo was so good in the first half, way above expected level. Yes, Estevão scored the winner, but build a statue for Casado right now. Estevão, our God-fearing guy, a win is a win, no matter how it came. I wasn't expecting a child soon. It happened unexpectedly, and God bless me with twin girls. Up to Charles. Congratulations. Birth to twin. If I see things like that, I have to, you know what I'm saying? I have to say something. But yeah, this, as far as my comment in regards to this video, though, obviously I'm gonna leave my comments. This is what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say it is amazing how Estevão made us win that game, but the whole team deserve a box, a green box. I'll be real. You know what I'm saying? They do. Anyway, by the way, my name is Versatile, aka I could be on trust to name you can trust when it comes to all things reactions. And right now, we are going to genuinely react to, we're going to react to Chelsea Fan TV in regards to the game against Liverpool. So let me just get to that right now. Let's see what the latest one is. Let me just go to the channel. But yeah, man, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Get me, gonna react to Chelsea Fan TV. Get me, react to some of the fans' reactions. Get me. Let me react to this one first, though. Yeah, me. When the little youths there, yeah, me. Let's see what they're saying. Because
we spend around 2 years of our lives inside a car. Just imagine.
You are about to watch one of the most positive fan cams in a long time. Chelsea fans, we are feeling good, baby. But if you want to feel even better, check out IP Vanish, the best VPN out there. There's so many people, they can't watch the 3 o'clock kickoffs. They've got these Sky subscriptions. They don't have all the games. Get the VPN now. Save 83%. And you will be able to watch every single game. You heard it first. Link in the description below. Check it out. Up the Chelsea. Hello everyone from Chelsea Fan TV. We are outside Stamford Bridge after a 2-1 win against Liverpool in the Premier League. George, good to see you, buddy. How are we doing?
Really good. Yeah, I think we played really well today, and the substitutions were better than in the last game. Game. Yeah.
Absolutely.
See what I say? Even this local kid, could understand that. I don't know how old this kid is. I don't know how old he is, but he's a smart young lad. Shout out to his parents or his legal guardians, whomever, you know what I mean? Shout them up. They're doing a great job raising him so far, because it's like for him to understand that the past 2 games, Enzo Maresca, do you know what I mean, didn't really do as well. And obviously, yes, the result didn't work in our favor in regards to, the past 2 Premier League games prior to Liverpool, it didn't really work in our favor. And who knows? It could have, but it didn't. You know what I mean? So for it to work in our favor this time, and it just so happened, you know what I mean? Let's keep moving now.
What did you like the most?
Well, the tactics, how we played, the substitutions were better than against Brighton. Yeah, we made up for that game.
Do you think that we've been more positive today? Do you think that we were more aggressive? We looked like we tried to win the game.
Yeah, we did. Our defence was better too. Yeah.
Is there any players that you like watching the most?
Estevão, definitely.
Estevão? Why do you like Estevão?
Well, his skills, he always tries to win, yeah. And Pedro Neto too.
Pedro Neto as well. Yeah, I was surprised when Pedro Neto came off, to be honest with you. But, I mean, I thought all of the substitutions made a decent impact because you had Gittins, you had Mark Guiu, and obviously Estevão come on and scored as well. Yeah. We were very aggressive at the end. And I honestly think Liverpool would have been happy with a draw. Where were you sat today?
Matthew Harding lower.
Matthew Harding lower, same as me. What did you think of the atmosphere?
Really good, really well.
Do you have a favourite song?
Our anthem.
Which one?
Blue is the colour, yeah.
I tell you what, George. Hopefully this is the first of many fan games. In fact, we've done one before, haven't we? This isn't your first one, is it? Is this the first one? Second one. Well, you need to come on in more often, buddy. And do you want to give a shout out to the fanzines as well?
Yeah. Estevão.
The fanzines.
Oh.
He was ready to sing a song for Estevão. He should have let him run with it. I would have let him run with it.
Chelsea football fanzine, only £1. Hurry up.
Yes, well done, buddy. Good job.
Is your business just not bounced back?
Nah,
as the last few.
That was wholesome. That was wholesome. Do you know what I mean? Because do you know what it is? What age were you when you started supporting Chelsea? Leave your answer in the comment section below. Because I started supporting Chelsea. I was born in 88, innit? So 1988. So it's like, you know what I mean? I started supporting Chelsea, when I was 6, 7. Do you know what I'm saying? So like, it's interesting how when you're seeing things from a perspective as an adult, and then you're now seeing how kids view Chelsea. It's just amazing to see. It's a generational thing. Get me? Let's see what people are saying in the comments. Only one comment. Come on, man. Where do you find them, Alex? Youth Chelsea Academy. That's mad. Up the Chelsea. This young kid has a bright future. Very small. Should have let him sign that Estevão. But yeah, man. All right, we're gonna get to one more. Let's just get to this one. Yeah.
You are about to watch one of the most positive fan cams in a long time. Chelsea fans, we are feeling good, baby. But if you want to feel even better, check out IP Vanish, the best VPN out there. There's so many people, they can't watch the 3 o'clock kickoffs. They've got these Sky subscriptions. They don't have all the games. Get the VPN now. Save 83%. And you will be able to watch every single game. You heard it first. Link in the description below. Check it out. Up the Chelsea. Hello everyone from Chelsea Fan TV. We are outside Stamford Bridge after a 2-1 win against Liverpool in the Premier League. Nina, it is starting to get a little bit chilly. Speaking of chilly, no Palmer. Missing a lot of defenders. We had 2 players coming off injured. A lot of setbacks recently. And to come and win this game, it means so much to the players, so much to the manager, the club, the fans. It's just exactly what we needed before the international break.
Yeah, Alex, I'm emotional. I needed this. We needed this. Like, this just feels like the best game we've watched at Stamford Bridge in so long, just in every, like, sense of the word good. Like, from start to finish, we turned up for this game. We understood the assignment, playing and taking on the reigning champions after...
We need to distinguish it properly. The reigning English champions. Because remember, we are reigning world champions. We got to put that into perspective, right? Let's go.
They have been defeated twice in a row after we have had a rocky season, after we've been up and down and inconsistent in our own way. Just to come here tonight and get that 95th minute winner, it was so deserved, Alex. I have not seen a more deserving Premier League performance than that this season. I haven't.
Did you see anything like that last season in the Premier League?
I mean, I said to Dad, I watched the game with Dad today. I was up in Westview with him and we were sat together when we beat Liverpool 3-1 last year. So I said, Dad, promise me we're watching the game at Westview from here on, because it was just...
You see, everyone's got their ways of, if we do this, this will help us win the game. You know what I'm saying? Everyone's got their ways. You know what I mean? That's interesting. It's interesting. But shout out to a dad, because I like the fact that parents teach their children how to, you become a fan because of your parents. You know what I mean? And the fact that they end up going to the game even better. Do you know what I mean?
Exceptional, and I think Enzo Maresca got it spot on today, but I think the players all played for each other, Alex. They fought for each other. There was so much quality from our defence to our attack in our midfield, and you can't say that because there's always some error, there's always something lacking, or there's always a area that's letting us down in games and is causing us to drop points or invite pressure. But we soaked up pressure. There was pressure there, but I think we were in control and we were calm, and we were just totally letting ourselves play our football and let Liverpool, work for it. We let Liverpool fight for it, but we were truly the ones testing them. We had the more dangerous attacks. We looked better. We were more convincing, and we just wanted it more. So the winner was absolutely deserving.
I mean, the way she broke that down was incredible, because it's true. It is true. It's not like we invited pressure like we did in previous games. Because even the game against Benfica, we invited pressure as well. Don't get that twisted. Do you know what I mean? But for some reason, this game against Liverpool, we managed to soak up the pressure, but to the point where it made it seem like, and some may argue and say, well, yeah, Liverpool are not playing their best. No, Liverpool actually tried as well. So you can never even dispute that. They missed their chances. Obviously Cody Gakpo scored that goal, but other than that, you know what I mean? And it's just one of them ones. Let's go.
It's all great having tactics, but if you don't have the hunger, if you don't have the desire, and you said that the players were fighting for each other as well. I mean, that brings it all together. You've got that perfect mould.
Yeah, absolutely. And Enzo Maresca running down the touchline to celebrate with Estevao. He just looked like a fan that had just pitch invaded in that moment, like the passion. And I mean, it's just so fitting that it was Jose who came to the bridge earlier this week, and it's Maresca literally encompassing Jose Mourinho's celebration down the touchline. I mean, it's just...
Hey, listen, I'm glad I clicked on this to react to this one, because the fact that she was able to mention that, and do you know what I mean? Because I said it earlier, I said something quite similar. So, yeah.
Really been a perfect week for us. Couldn't ask for anything better. And we had our doubts because we know we had the quality, but it's just this kind of weighing doubt in the back of our minds where we know that we're a bit short with defensive kind of options. We know we're a bit short of confidence and consistency, etc. So that's why, even though Liverpool had lost 2 games on the bounce, we still had our reservations, didn't we, coming here today? But actually, everything I saw from start to finish made me feel like these players absolutely do know how to turn up to a big game. No excuses. I tweeted before the game, we shouldn't be using these excuses, that we have injuries, etc., because we still have that quality, and that quality shone through today so much. You look at Liverpool and their attack, Isak.
Spot on. absolutely spot on. No excuses. We ain't gonna take no excuses. We got players. They're either gonna take the opportunity if one player is injured and we got someone else to. Do you know what I mean? Because we can always go to the academy as well. That's the other thing. Don't think we can't go to the academy and, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm pretty sure Landon Emanalo is from, he's from the academy. So he came. He was on the bench. Didn't get a minute to play, which is unfortunate, but he was an option.
Mo Salah, Gakpo, a midfield that they called their Premier League winning midfield, and we absolutely, I think, put them to shame in so many of those moments with players at the back like Josh Achimpong, who's barely had minutes at the back, looking so cool, calm and collected, keeping Liverpool at bay, very just cool with his decisions, etc. And it was just such a breath of fresh air to see, you know. And, you know, our attack as well, just constantly trying to get at them. I thought we were unlucky to not score more, Alex, today. I thought we could have scored more, especially in the second half when Liverpool did take the ropes a little bit. You know, they did start to kind of create a little bit more. They wanted to invade our half a little bit, and they looked like they could be.
This is why I feel like if Cole Palmer was available at this time, we would have won by a different margin. It probably would have been like 3 or 4-1, if that. Let's go.
A bit dangerous, but then we were totally up there again, taking it upon ourselves to try and create. There was Enzo who had an opportunity, I think Garnacho, Gittins, all these players had opportunities to score, and I was just sitting there thinking, like biting my nails, so nervous, like please don't let this be another Liverpool lucky day of them taking it away at the end, because that just would have been so annoying. But no, it really was us. And yeah, like I said, Alex, Maresca was exactly what we wanted him to be the last few weeks. He was taking initiative to fight and believe we could do something. He changed our front three, bringing on Mark Gu, Gittins and Estevao. That's what you want to see from your manager. Go kill the game off. You can see that the performance is there. We absolutely have the control. You're bringing the tools out to put even more pressure there. And it worked because they all came on hungry, Alex. All playing with a point to prove, all wanting and yearning for a spot in a starting 11 at some point. And I guess that's the exciting bit about Chelsea right now, because there isn't a starting 11 that Maresca's opting for week in, week out. It's still changing very much so, because we're still working out sort of who can play where, who can be a strength against an opposition, because it's not just about playing the same starting 11. You're playing to their strengths, and you're setting them up against the opposition we play, and I thought he did that perfectly. I thought Gittins was so much better than what we saw last time out. He was really a different player, and again, I think he worked wonders for us, because he was part of the pressure we were applying in those latter stages of the game.
What do you like about Gittins as a profile?
As a profile, it's really hard to say, Alex, because I think with Gittins I was probably a bit sceptical with him coming in. I didn't really see him as an upgrade on something we already had or let go of in the summer. And I thought he's another kind of what-if player that has the potential but isn't quite proven. And like we saw him come on last game, he just struggled to control the ball at his feet. But today,
Do you know what? This proves the point, right? Because you know when a player comes from a different league and yeah, although he's Bayesian, but he's English. Like he's adapting to the culture of. In fact, he's adapting to the culture of playing for an elite type of club, and I don't think people understand that. Plus, he's still young, and you got Estevão who's doing business. You know what I mean? But that's one in every 15 type of players of his age range that's able to do something like that on a week in, week out basis, to the point where Enzo Maresca is trying to manage Estevão's minutes. He's trying to manage it. He's trying to not make it a burden on him either, which is a very smart thing. Yeah, as much as we want to see him play every single minute, it's smart to not play him every single minute. And not only that, again, Gittins, I felt he's in a situation where, again, he's going to have to, like this game, I think it was important for him to play this well against this opposition, because that's going to boost his confidence even more. Same thing with Garnacho as well. Boost his confidence even more to let people know that I am that guy. Do you know what I mean? Let's go.
Looked like it clicked for him a little bit. I don't know, I thought like he clearly took that reception and reaction from the game last time out, and he really tried to make things better, and he looked so good. So yeah, it was just amazing to see. And Estevão, I mean, no superlatives in my books to describe that wonder kid. He truly is a wonder kid, isn't he? And like the way he celebrated, I just brought tears to my eyes, because I mean, he's so deserving. His first goal, what a goal, 95th minute, wins it for Chelsea. It's just a day we'll remember.
It's such a mature goal as well, because it's such a crucial time against a big opponent in a big match right at the end, in the Matthew Harding. All of the signs are there, and I'm not going to say it's a defining moment in his career, but it could well be.
I got to admit, a threat hunter is very well a hacker on that good connotation. They just want to know.
When you take that opportunity once, you then realise, right, I can do it again and again and again and again. And we obviously don't have Palmer at the moment. He's going to come back. But if I'm looking at another player, another magician that I want to lean on, if Palmer's not there, I never felt like that about João Felix. You know, I never felt like that. No, and I have that feeling with Estevão.
No, I had that feeling when it came to João Felix. The only issue with the João Felix situation in both spells he had with us is he needed consistency, and it's much like the Gitten situation. He's that type of player where he needs the arm round the shoulder to let them know, I got you. Just do you. Like, you know what I mean? And João Felix, let's be honest, in the Conference League, he was doing well. He was doing well in the Europa Conference League. He was generally doing well. So when he went on loan to AC Milan at that time, I'm like, yeah, but who's going to replace him? But anyway, let's keep it moving.
Absolutely, I think we all do, and he's that player that just gets you off your seat, Alex. Do you know what I mean? He comes on and you're just yearning to see what he can do, because he can do so much. He's got the flair, you know, he's described as a baby Neymar. Well, I'm sorry, but he's doing all the right things. And look, this could go either two ways. Either Maresca maybe could see him as a starter from here on, he actually becomes a regular starter, or he's our secret weapon off the bench for the time being, because he comes on and he inspires so much on the pitch. He makes us so much better. He just elevates the atmosphere, Alex, because the fans react to what they see on the pitch.
I believe, like I said earlier, I think what Enzo Maresca is going to do is he's going to manage his minutes. He's not going to make it, because think about it, if he starts him as a regular, then it becomes a bit of a burden for Estevão to be able to try and be consistent every single game, and that's not, for his age as well, that's not necessarily a good thing. He needs manage. It's like Mark Gu, for example. Again, managing his minutes, making him understand what it's like to play for a club like Chelsea, to the point where maybe in the near future he plays so well whenever he starts, to the point whenever he comes on, it's like, you know what, you're in my starting 11 regardless. Do you know what I mean? It's just one of them ones. Because let's be real, Neto's not really gonna, like, Neto has sealed his place. He sealed it. For now, he sealed it. Enzo Fernandez, he sealed his place. Do you know what I mean? There's Caicedo, he sealed his place. For now, Robert Sanchez has sealed his place. Do you know what I mean? There's certain players where you're like, their plays are sealed. So the winger's position is and the fact that he can play as a number 10 as well, and he can play as a false number 9. So it's going to be interesting to how this season is going to pan out. But let's go.
And when Estevão's on the pitch, the fans get lively, the fans are excited, the fans are just raring to see something, and he can do it. And I was saying to Dad, Maresca needed to bring him on earlier, because we could have gone for that second goal, and we were absolutely trying our very best. And I mean, Estevão, yeah, you described it yourself. He is a magician. I think he's got so much potential, so great. Like in a world of Lamine Yamal, you look at Estevão and you just think he could hit that ceiling. He's that good. He is so good, and he's going to be a crucial player. And at a time where we don't have Cole Palmer, Palmer in, you're looking at Estevão and you're thinking maybe that's the closest we can get to what Cole Palmer kind of, encompasses as creativity, as, intelligence, as football IQ. I think he's got that, and God knows what player he could be in 2-3 years.
The nice thing is you can play them both in the same team. If you play Palmer down the middle, and then you've got Estevão on the right-hand side as well. And if you need to, you can play Estevão in that 10.
Absolutely, yeah. So just really great. Midfield I thought was superb today. I mean, I haven't even spoken about Moises Caicedo's wonder strike, Alex, but what a hit that was. You saw him even hesitate for a moment and then he went, you know what? Let's go. And he just absolutely buried that, and it was incredible. I think that really that moment itself just defines the whole game and what that game was for us. The way that Moises Caicedo is just that guy. You don't need to talk to anyone. You don't need to debate with anyone about him. We know what we have, and he's our player. He is our talisman, and we're just so lucky to have him in every sense of the word.
What would you say to Arsenal fans who say Rice is better?
Well, this is the thing. They can keep Rice. They love their Rice. We love our Caicedo. Neither team would swap neither, but you know what?
No,
I would fight to the end of the earth for
say
Caicedo.
Rice is bland and Caicedo gives you a bit of flavour. That's what you want.
Hey, Alex. I can't wait for Arsenal versus Chelsea this season. Oh, man. Yo, Rice is bland, but Caicedo gives you a bit of flavour. Bars.
Sometimes, you can eat it, but it doesn't really have much to it. And I think Caicedo just gives you a little bit more for me. So let me know what you think in the comments as well. That's my opinion. Cucurella overlapping as well instead of Gusto. I mean, that was interesting.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, that moment from him, because obviously all eyes on Estevão for the goal, but it was Cucurella who produced the assist, and it was so clever, like receiving it from Enzo. Alex, he didn't even look. He didn't even look up. He just knew exactly what the angle should have been for that pass. He weighted it beautifully, and Estevão was just on the end of it, waiting and anticipating. But you see the stats. The stats don't lie. Cucurella is just someone, again, like Caicedo, who's grown into this team so much. He was another player that was really criticised, Alex, wasn't he, when he arrived? We were like, what are you doing? You cost 60 million, you should be doing more. Even me, I've been stood outside here time and time again.
No, who remembers that? Who remembers that? When Cucurella was getting cooked. He was getting cooked to the point where now he's like our best left back. Like, if let's be honest, who would you prefer in our lineup, yeah? If you had a choice between Marcos Alonso and Cucurella, yeah, I know this is a wild debate, yeah, but who would you prefer? Leave your answer in the comment section. But let me throw in Ashley Cole in that. As a left back, who you choosing in your starting 11? Ashley Cole, Marcos Alonso, or Marc Cucurella? Leave your answer in the comment section below.
Start telling you what is Cucurella bringing to the team. Well, now I can tell you he's bringing so much defensively, so much offensively, and he works his socks off, Alex. That's the thing about Cucurella, and it's so nice to have the balance with Reece James, because they just offer the same, obviously different players, but to have that balance on both of your flanks is just so welcome. Reece James exceptional tonight, Caicedo exceptional, Cucurella exceptional, Estevão exceptional. Just everyone understood the assignment tonight.
Man of the match?
Well, man of the match, Moises Caicedo, but you could definitely argue to split the man of the match awards, Alex. And, these are the games I enjoy so much more, when everyone can absolutely be deserving of a man of the match performance in their own way, but with what they brought and what they did. But, Alex, I love the fact that we didn't crack onto the pressure. We're playing the Premier League champions. We didn't crack onto the pressure that we should be getting at this team because they've lost twice in a row, or that we need Premier League wins. We just played out there for ourselves, and they were second best to us in every way. I'm sorry to say
Don't
that.
be sorry.
Fans, no, I'm not.
Get me. Don't be sorry.
You, Alex.
Oh, that was great. That was awesome.
That was an awesome analysis. That was awesome. For real. But hold on. Let's see what people are saying in the comments real quick, as per usual. All right. So someone said, I swear she could talk for half an hour nonstop. As a great eye for the game and the Chelsea passion. Agree with her about the Westview. It's a great place to sit, and I've often found myself sitting next to people worth talking to about the game. This lady is better for men. This lady is far better than many pundits. For the sake, I'm a subscribe. No, for real. She is. She's her analysis. Her analysis. Alex, if you're watching, get her on every single game, every single one, and I will watch and react. You feel me, dog? Like I will, because I appreciate great analysis, in-depth analysis. Yeah. Gittins, Gu, Estevão played extremely well today. James at centre back was all pro. Kukurea, Gusto, both assists timely. Achapong, Badish, Sheila pairing, confidence given. Tom. All right, so my comment now. Time for my comment. You know what I'm gonna say? I'm gonna say, hear me out. I'm gonna say, how can Alex say rice is bland? Hold on. But okay. Hold on. Though gives you a bit of flavor. Bars. Hold on. Let me write that properly. Other than that, this was a perfect analysis. But the show needs a mention, but get her on every single game, please. Do you know what I mean? Get her on every single game. Every single game. She needs to be there without a shadow of a doubt. Anyway, and she needs to be, and her and her father need to be at Westview stand every single game. But let me know what your thoughts in the comment section below. Let me see if I can read out some. If you left a comment in live chat, I'll try to shout you out. But yeah, man, it was an interesting game from my perspective. It was a game we needed to win, and we won. We did a phenomenal job. My man of the match is obviously between Caicedo and obviously Badish Shield. You know what I'm saying? But Maresca did a fantastic job overall. Get me? When he does bad, obviously he gets berated. When he does good, you know what I mean? He gets appreciated. You know what I mean? So anyway, let me know what your thoughts are. Make sure you hit the bell notification, turn on the bell notification. So when you see more content regards to this, and get me, you'll be notified and you can watch there and then. All right. But anyway, yeah.